Donald Trump tax records exposed. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Charles and you're watching IO. Nice to see you. I hope you've all been well. As always, don't forget to stick around till the end of the video because I will be responding to some of my favourite comments from older videos. Now, everyone knows of Donald Trump, businessman and floppy-haired candidate for the Republican Party in this year's presidential election. Donald is consistently making the news for a number of scandalous reasons. The latest of these involves his finances and apparent tax evasion. A week or so back now, a political reporter at the New York Times, Suzanne Craig, who is normally ridiculed by her peers for keeping an actual physical mailbox, discovered a mysterious envelope waiting for her when she got to work one morning. Postmarked with a New York stamp and a return address to the Trump Tower on the back, she was immediately intrigued. Upon opening the envelope, she discovered a detailed report on the entirety of Mr. Trump's 1995 tax returns. The report included several extremely interesting finds, from his tax strategies down to some very ludicrous losses. Immediately setting to work to report on the newfound information as professionally as possible, the team was set up and a lot of research was put in. 8 days later, an article was released which revealed in detail all of the information and gave an insight as to what exactly had gone on. Unlike most candidates, Donald has refused to release his tax records for a number of years. This is not illegal, but is considered to be controversial. It asks the question, does he have something to hide? What exactly is he up to? The anonymous sender of the envelope clearly wanted the public to know just what has been going on. Why would they specifically send the files dated from 1995, you ask? Well, it appears that this is a year in which Donald filed a ridiculous loss of $900 million plus. Yes, more money than most of us will see in all of our lifetimes combined. And the guy is writing it up as a loss. Cool, no big deal. But why would he do this? Well, it is highly suspected that for a number of years now, despite his multi-billion-dollar worth, Trump has been paying little to no taxes on any of his earnings. How he manages this is not quite known, but this recent revelation has been able to shed a little light on his dealings. Now, many people are of the belief that there must be a bombshell of gigantic proportion hiding somewhere in Trump's financial records, hence in not revealing them. Could it be this ridiculous write-off that we now know of? Donald Trump's business losses in 1995 were so large that they could have allowed him to avoid paying federal income taxes for as many as 18 years, according to the records obtained by the New York Times. Trump's organization threatened the New York Times with legal action for releasing an article. That's how badly he didn't want the news to go live. It appears that Trump is using his involvement in the property market to avoid paying a lot of taxes over a long period of time. Now, is this Trump being dishonest, or is he just being an extremely smart businessman and using the tools at his disposal to make and hold on to as much money as he can? No one knows who sent the paperwork, but it has caused a lot of trouble for Donald, and certainly revealed a lot about the nature of his finances. I assume it was an attempt to sway support from Donald in the upcoming election, and who knows, it may have done the job. Alan Sloan of the Washington Post recently wrote an article reporting that the massive loss isn't even the most shocking part of the report. The fact that Donald is obviously aware of multiple loopholes in the law that allow him to avoid taxes in such a way, and yet still acts smugly about the fact, claiming it makes him smart. Surely a good candidate would point out these loopholes as a flaw in the law, explain how they used them, and would then promise to fix them if elected. It is apparent that none of Donald's reforms would cost him or his associates any money and would in fact benefit him business-wise. Is this really a man you would want to elect? I mean, I don't know much about politics, but he doesn't seem like a very honest man. What do you guys think of this whole situation? And more importantly, what would you do if you had $900 million? Personally, I think I'd go live on the moon. Now, regardless of your political standings, the article does make for an interesting read and does reveal some very interesting facts about Mr. Trump and the state of the tax system in general. Opinions vary from him being a genius for using the law to benefit himself, all the way to being extremely sneaky for behaving in such a way and for hiding his records. Have a look if you fancy. Okay, so now let's get into some of your comments. Go into my video titled Student Fights Teacher Caught on Film. Hopeful Kitten asks, what kind of videos would you make if you did not make informational videos? PS, love your channel. Well, thanks for the kind words, and I think when I was younger, I always wanted to write and make comedy skits. I actually had like a friend I used to write and script them with, but we never really had any idea how to film them, so maybe something like that. But then I also like to make really cool scenic videos as well. I mean, I just like making videos basically. Dean Liddell asks, what is your favourite pizza topping? Well, Dean, normally in any food related question, the answer is going to be straight up chicken, but on this very rare occasion, my answer is going to be different. I like to keep my pizzas simple. Too many toppings can ruin a good thing. I like to go over deep pan base, extra cheese and ham. Yeah boy. Moving on to mine and Jared's video where we talk about a teenager who can't stop growing. A lot of you, including Louis Hamilton, brought up the fact that yes, most people's feet are the same size as their forearm. So I did in fact mess up. My bad, I'm sorry, please forgive me. What we meant to say was the forearm and the hand, yeah, so like that's kind of longer, right? Finally, a user, Taco Lover, shared this little gem with us. I saw my sister staring at orange juice because it said concentrate. Help me, brah. Like legit, praying for your sister. But for real, I did laugh at that, so thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.